All right, guys. So we got Longlegs. Came out last year. It's rated R. It's an hour and 41 minutes. We The cast is pretty interesting. We have Micah Monroe, who plays Agent Lee Harker. We have Nicolas Cage, who plays Longlegs. We have Blair Underwood, who plays Agent Carter. We have Alicia Witt, who plays Ruth Harker. We also have Kiernan Shipka, who plays Carrie Ann. Now, as you can tell, it's a horror movie. What you don't know is that it was directed by Osgood Perkins. Now, not many people know this, but he's the son of Anthony Perkins from Psycho. And the minute that I realized that he directed and wrote this, I had to watch it. Now, just the way that the film is, set, the trailer, how creepy Nicolas Cage is as Longlegs, and just how different Lee Harker is from most of the FBI agents, it makes the film very intriguing. Now, the whole film is centered around Longlegs, who ends up, getting getting these families to basically kill each other when it's their daughter's 9th birthday. And the minute that Harker gets into this, she knows that something's wrong. She's trying to figure out where it stands, and it's kind of crazy as to just there are different parts. There's like part 1, part 2, part 3. I think that's all that there is, but it kind of goes, it blends very well together. Now, so we have Harker, who teams up with Agent Carter, and Carter's more of a veteran than Harker, so he's trying to show her the ropes, have her understand, how they research, how they, but Harker's, she's very particular. And I feel like because of her being as, particular about how she, identifies things, it helped for them to be able to solve the case. Now, saying that Nicolas Cage is Longlegs does not give anything away, because there are plenty instances where you realize who Longlegs is. And that's not even the aspect. The aspect of the conclusion is the one thing that you're going to want to watch this film to see. Because it is one hell of a conclusion, and it makes Lee Harker's character just that definitive in this film. Now, with all that being said, Longlegs is one of the most sadistic horror characters that I've seen in a while. And that's very good to see, especially, with what we have seen of the horror genre, to see, to see a horror villain, how can I say it? Just so dedicated to his art. It's very hard to see that nowadays. That isn't, spiritual or, paranormal. It's that's what was so good about the 80s. You had a villain that was so dedicated to his cause that he didn't care what, he didn't care about anything besides getting the goal accomplished. And that's one of the things that I think Nicolas Cage knocked out of the park playing Longlegs. I'm not going to lie, when I first heard Nicolas Cage was in a horror movie, I thought it was a joke. I thought that this film was going to be trash, but not even close. And it helps out when IMDb gives it a 6.6 out of 10, because I give it a 5 out of 5. Sadly, there is no place to watch this besides maybe, renting it from a streaming service. But give it a watch. Let me know what you think, because this film deserves all the talk up that it's gotten since it came out, just because Osgood Perkins, he knows horror. He knows what scares people. Excuse me. And for him to go from Legally Blonde to this, if you know, you know. It's definitely interesting. So give it a watch. Let me know what you think.